Hello and welcome to Hero Mode Audio Chronicles episode 34. I'm your host Curtis, and with me again this evening is Leeland Stone.
Hello again.
Back from the vacay. You guys did a solo show last week talking about fucking that crazy island, which was pretty... I've heard a few people talking about it and it's still super interesting. Did Wallace figure out actually what happened at the end?
I was asking him about it last night. He said that they did find... They kind of...
Did find some shit?
They kind of say that they found something, but he doesn't think it was significant, basically. I never went into detail with him, but he said, like... He thinks they didn't find it.
But yeah, speaking of disappointment, on vacation, we also fucking got to the Black Sabbath show, and it got fucking cancelled.
I remember seeing one of your posts on Facebook saying it was cancelled. I was like, no.
Yeah, madness, man. It was surreal. And it's like I'm not the only one to suffer from it, obviously, because there's been that show, then there was the Calgary one after, and I think there was the Vancouver one then after that, and I think there had been some prior.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So is he back yet?
I think so. From what I've heard, I think they've been playing the last couple of nights.
Okay.
But it was sinusitis that actually turned to... What did they say? It wasn't bronchitis. No, it was bronchitis.
Sinusitis that turned into bronchitis.
Yeah. And they said that's how bad it was, why he got stopped. And I'm surprised he's actually going again now, because I had sinusitis and bronchitis at one point. And it is not a good time. I could see why you wouldn't want to perform. Especially as a singer. I know, people, figure out, oh man, it wasn't much to stop him, but it's no, I mean, to one extent, I could see, he wants to put on his best show, right?
Well, I mean, this is the end tour. I mean,
yeah.
You want to be able to perform.
And it probably would jeopardize further shows down the line. If he kept pushing it every night, he probably wouldn't heal. You know what I mean? He probably wouldn't actually get good enough to do the next couple of shows. It would just be poorer shows grinding into there's coming a point where you're gonna cancel anyway.
It's better to or reschedule a couple nights than to possibly not finish the tour.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it sucks, but that was it. I understood that they have, and this was something interesting too. When they announced it, nobody really flipped out here. Nobody lost their shit.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone was just kind of chill. Everyone was like, "Oh shit." And I thought that was really cool because to me it said something about the people that were there. It was they just understood. They're like, yeah, well, these guys, yeah, because both people there were big fans, right?
Yeah.
But it was wicked going there, and we got this fucking. I gotta show you the thing we got from it.
The gift pack or whatever it was.
Which was fucking badass. But it was so fucked up, man. It was so weird when it happened. Because, we're going there, we're getting in, and we go into the fucking area, right? We get down to the VIP room.
Where was it? In Rexall?
Yeah. And so down in the room, they got all these fucking, purple light candelabra things and tables and, videos of the band playing mid song, music going and stuff. And there's tables and there's water and there's shit like that. And they were supposed to be serving booze at this spot, right? Because we had drink tickets and everything with the package. But they kept holding off from serving. And it just kept going. So we're all there waiting in this spot. And it's just nothing is starting. Nothing is getting going. There's nothing happening anywhere. And it was oh yeah, show starts in 5 minutes, and then it's 45 minutes later. Then they're okay, no, there's been a delay, and they brought us out fucking wings and popcorn.
Really?
Wings and popcorn, free wings and popcorn.
I'd still want some beer.
Yeah, well that's and they still weren't serving it, and but yeah, fucking free wings and popcorn, and it was okay. I also found kind of odd, a strange combination. But it's I guess it's what they got access to quickly.
True.
I guess it's what Rexall's got there right quick. But, and they were sitting fucking chilling, eat wings, fucking popcorn, waiting for everything to kick off. And then there's rumors that there's merch being sold down the hallway. So we get ready. I'm fuck, I see someone going with a shirt. I'm fuck, alright. And I went to ask one of the organizers, I heard there's a merch table open. And then she gets on her walkie thing talking to someone, and She's like, oh yeah, I think down this way, and he goes down, and there's a line, little booth, and it wasn't a big booth, they didn't have everything, right? They only had like some shirts and stuff. And so this was like the secondary booth. And just as we got there, I'm lined up for a shirt, and then someone comes in to the crowd, like from the other end, like, starts talking, saying, shit's cancelled, like the show got cancelled, and it's like, what? I'm like, no way. And like, no one quite really knew what to say, like, what? And everyone just like, oh shit. Like, no one really flipped out, which was just like, oh. And then, then right after that, they came down and were like, oh, we can't sell shirts. Like, production called, they can't stop selling. We're not allowed to sell anything here now because there's no show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we couldn't even buy a shirt if we wanted.
That's interesting that you can't. They couldn't sell the shirts there because the show didn't happen.
Yeah, I know. I found that really strange, but I mean, I guess it's probably like weird, like legal and tax bullshit where it's like, how could you be selling on our site when there's no show that's gone ahead and blah blah blah.
Interesting.
There's got to be a weird reason for that. Some accounting bullshit. But you'd think they'd let you buy some fucking shirts and shit at least. Like,
so I mean, what happened to the guys that already bought shirts? Like, go fucking tackle them.
Well, that's it. There was people that bought them and fucking got away. Like there was people got it beforehand.
Just fucking start chasing people down. Give me back that shirt.
Fuck you. Shirt.
Fuck you.
But yeah, it was a trip because it was like everything just started rolling backwards then, right? Because it was like everything's getting sick and then it just stops and then stuff start eating, like they're putting stuff away, they're carting it out, and then everything's in trucks and everything too, right?
Oh.
Fucking all these semis. And then we went back and got fucking tore up at Brent's. And
still, that's fuck though.
Yeah, it was a fucking trip, man. It was real like.
So I know I seen something online saying that they were going to be rescheduling the show, and anyone who has a ticket would be able to use the tickets at the next show.
Yeah. So the tickets apparently are still going to be honored for whenever the fuck it's rescheduled, and it all depends, how all the timing lines up because there's shit coming up in the year. Might make this very difficult to attend. So it's looking more like a refund, which I will get, if you can still get that too. So it's basically you can hold on to it to wait for the reschedule, or you can get a refund.
Which you're obviously going to do. You're going to hold on to it for now.
Yeah, I'm holding on to it for now until I find out when the fuck the rescheduled date is, and going from there.
Awesome.
So yeah. Shitty news, but I mean it was good anyway because we're up there for like 7 days, and like if we'd flown up there just for that, but that was really only one night. You know what I mean? And because we're up there, I got to hang out with Brent, and then it was Carolyn's birthday, so she got to go hang out with her best friends up there, and got to see them for a few days and shit. And so it was a good time anyway, good trip, but it was just shitty that never went down. But I mean, it would be shitty anyway. But I found out that if I bought ticket insurance, I could have been reimbursed for the whole trip, the flight and all that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, because apparently there have been people, I heard about people in the same situation, flew up from East Coast and shit. And there were people who had put in claims and got travel expenses and stuff covered. But you got to buy this insurance specifically.
How much is that, I wonder?
No idea. But it's one of those things where it's
that's actually
you don't know about it until you want it.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to go away for something now, I'd probably want that, especially if I'm province hopping.
Well, this is now that I'm kind of more aware of what it is. Definitely from now out, anytime I plan a big excursion fucking show, this will be a definite.
Yeah, cause fuck, could have had everything.
Yeah, that would have been sick, right? Because then I still would have got a fucking trip out of it.
And then basically, it wouldn't matter as much for when the reschedule was because the money you pay for this one, you could
just go straight to it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Aside from timing for anything else.
Yeah. Besides the other stuff. Yeah, but speaking of which, during the trip, I did pick up some fucking sweet shit.
Yeah.
I was talking about earlier, Meet Feebles.
Oh, yes.
I fucking love that movie. It's so fucked up and twisted. And
when you said it was the... No, when I looked up online, it said it was from the director or the
Lord of the Rings.
And I thought it was like the old school Lord of the Rings, like the cartoon shit.
No.
And that's what I thought, because I know you're a big Bakshi fan, right?
Yeah.
But then when you said it's actually Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, legit, like, modern, the guy who made film trilogies a big deal in, like, modern cinema, I'd say. Yeah. It's fucked up, man, when you look at his old movies and then you see, like, Lord of the Rings. Because it's like, I love his movies. His old ones are fucking amazing. Like Dead Alive / Brain Dead, you know, the bloodiest zombie movie ever made. Peter Jackson. Right? Fucking Bad Taste is a fucking retarded movie. It's one of his first, I think it's his first big movie.
I've heard of that. I think I might have seen it.
It's about these, like, alien fucking, like, body snatcher type people, but, like, he plays this fucking weird character in League with Cops, and it's like a weird, almost like suspense action. I don't even know how to, but like there's one scene where like he's infiltrated the fucking secret house and they're all eating their crazy food, and it's like the master pukes out this looks like green, like slime, and it looks like, well, yeah, just like thick green, like fluffy slime with chunks and stuff with like different colors in it. And he pukes into a big bowl, and all of them then start eating it for, like, drinking the bowl for, this is how they fucking feed. And it comes around to the dude, the human guy, and he's all fucking freaked out. And then he fucking takes it and loves it. Starts going mad into it. But it was so, like, tense, and it made it look so disgusting. And then, it just because of the way he does these extreme angles, like almost fish-eyed, everything's very dynamic. In his old stuff, especially. That's like Lord of the Rings is a bit more like almost classic, you know, not so like exaggerated, almost cartoonish. But yeah, Meet the Feebles, fucking one of the coolest movies I've ever seen. Like Muppet Show on hardcore crack. Like
the hardcore crack.
Hardcore, as in like was on crack 3 or 4 times, went through rehab. 3 or 4 messy divorces, murder case that never quite got solved, and now, like, selling drugs on the side and running a dirty empire of, like, low-budget porn. Kind of hardcore crack. Because the stories in it and, like, the way they twist it and the way they go with it, like, it's so fucked and dark, but it also makes, like, it's not so out of whack that you couldn't buy the premise of what it is, but it's exaggerated. And it's also portrayed with, like, animal characters, like, that have a weird, like the way they exist is a little bit more extreme, so, like, some shit can go down and it's more acceptable. Like, one example is, like one of these little fluffy dudes, like, they all work at this theater, but one gets killed by one getting sat on, and another one just eats him, you know? And it's kind of like, you know, in the Muppet Show, like, there'd be big Muppets that ate people and smaller Muppets. But it's, like, that portrayed a little bit more intense because he's actually like eating the flesh and like there's blood and stuff coming out of the puppets, and when they get killed, like they just burst like guts. So, or like have you watched like Wonder Chosen or there's a fucking weird puppet, like Twisted Dark puppet show that comes out, you can watch on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called.
I haven't. Whichever one I haven't seen. So.
I gotta show it to you. It's like, damn it, I can't remember the name. But I love it. And so I picked that up on DVD. I managed to find it in this like pawn shop. Or like, no, it wasn't a pawn shop, it was Games Music in Alberta. Like old games and movies and stuff. Like, it was like my favorite place to be up there. Because I was just finding shit and I was like, this is so cool. Stuff I never expected to see.
Just a trove.
Yeah, like fucked up stuff I've only read about in like weird magazines years ago, and I see it there and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, like it's actually somewhere to buy. So it was wicked. It reminded me of like going into like old movie stores like growing up, you know, when you rent movies and shit. Because it was full of also like they had all Nintendo, Super Nintendo, fucking N64. They even had like older, I could have been buying a bunch of like Atari games for like $1 each. Which I kind of wanted to. Pack me fucking suitcase full of like too much plastic. And So yeah,
you did buy a couple though.
I did, yeah. So I got Meet Feebles on DVD there, but I also got a couple of NES games. RoboCop, fucking sick. I loved that game growing up. I can't get past the third level still.
Challenge accepted.
And the next game for the next fucking retro game night we do,
Kung Fu
for NES, which I tested it. I put it in to play it, and I tested all the games. They work good. But I was playing, and I was like, I wonder if this will work good for retro game night, because if we get through it too quick, it'll be kind of stupid. And I just played it, and I died in the second level, and I was like, yeah, no, this will work out. This will go fine.
What was the third one?
What's the fuck's it called now? Home. It's got a weird name, but you play as like this monkey, skateboard monkey, and like a tiki dude. I think it's like Town and Country something.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember you mentioned something like that.
Yeah, I always forget the name because it's kind of weird. But I think it wasn't the one I thought it was. I think I was looking for Town and Country 2 and picked up the first one.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because I've seen the character, but I remember it being more of like this almost platformer rather than this like sport game. But I mean, it still works good and it's an interesting game with two players, so you can do like these weird like fucking, there's surfing and skateboarding and different, I don't know what the other one was. But
and you bought an SNES game.
The SNES game is Weaponlord.
Old school fighter.
Lord. Fucking
I played it very briefly, but
man, that game is fucked.
I like the character designs that were.
I love the characters. Like if I had found this and played it when I was a kid, it would have been my favorite game hands down because it was all about the kind of art and comics and stuff I was into, and still am into. And it's funny that recently, did you see a post on Facebook? There was this group of artists that actually did a HD upgrade, like screenshot of Weaponlord.
No.
Yeah, they did it almost like basically what like HD Remix was to Street Fighter 2. They did to that, and it looked fucking tight. Like, really good. And if someone did an upgrade to that game, I think it'd go over well because I think it's a hidden gem for a fighter. Like, now that I'm understanding, because it's got a different type of move system, and now that I'm starting to understand it, it's like this game's actually pretty intense. Like, it's a way different type of fighter. Like, I was coming at it like Street Fighter, right?
Yeah.
That's the basic, like, that's what Mario is to platformers, Street Fighter is to,
the fighters.
Come at it with fucking quarter circle motions and button presses at the end. That's my jam, that's how I figure shit out. Now, it does have some of those moves, but that's not the main...
How is it, like...
It's hold down a button and make a motion with the stick.
Oh.
So up is a common input, then you don't jump because you're holding the hit button.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's a lot of like, hold this, it's either hold the top ones or the bottom ones, and it's like, one is going to be the heavier version. So it's like two types of attacks, and then fast, heavier, lighter. So you hold, and then like, one would be like back, forward, up, like back, forward, slide up to top. And he'll do whatever. And
do you have the release, or is you just holding the button and he'll do it?
Just hold and fucking do it. And you can just hold and keep, and you'll do the move like...
Oh, okay.
Right? You can spam your moves pretty heavily, but it balances because the way... Well, I don't know. I still don't quite know it well enough to say it balances, but... like if you hit... if you counterattack with an equal attack or something, it'll end the move. And like weapons will clash, so it'll stop the moves and they'll both like bounce back.
Okay.
So, and every move also has like an antic, so it's not like even your fast attack still has like this two motion thing to it. So there's always like a wind up and attack, or like, but not for what the difference would be. Then some of the supers don't. Some of them have an instant like
just
backing.
Bang.
Yeah. But starting to understand that, I started actually, like, I haven't beaten one fucking character in the game.
No?
I hadn't, and like, I find, I fancy myself a decent gamer, and especially fighting games. I can't beat one single fucking character in the game. I tried arcade and story, I can't get past one person. I haven't beaten a single match.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I've knocked like one round off of them, but I've never beaten them. Like gotten 2 rounds.
Wow, that's fucked up.
So I've been liking this challenge of a fighting game, like, and trying to figure it out. And what I did then after, I was like, am I this bad at this game? And I went online to see, like, someone's beat this game, right? Like, I want to see, like, someone play through. And I launched a long play on YouTube. And watching the guy go through the game did not have an easy time. Like,
no.
It's not like watching a normal playthrough where it's like, they stomp the computer and just roll through. Like, the guy was having trouble. Like, he scraped through the first fight. Like, wow. It was tight. He had, like, very little health when he won. And it's really made the game interesting because it's like, the combos are brutal. Like, if you can land a good combo, it's a lot of damage. And the way the moves counter, I really think it's a unique fighter, and it kind of stands out for me now. And the more I'm playing, like, first it just seems like a shitty fighting game. Like, it doesn't click because you're so used to, like, these other archetypes. Because the shitty part is every time you go to attack, you're always opening up.
Yeah.
Right? And certain ones are faster.
I find that bothers me with a lot of fighters, especially where I'm so used to the fight games being so quick.
Exactly.
Like, to do a heavy attack is like, duh, and duh.
Well, for this is every attack. It's somewhere
so it's even so your light attacks are still just as long.
Yeah, light, but then it won't be as long as the longest one.
But
they still have a fucking delay.
Jesus.
Right? But it's like, you gotta know too, like, if you do this, then if you press this, he can come back that way, and then if you press this other one, he can go up that way. So there's certain patterns.
So you can just chain, like, your swings together. Okay, that's
there's certain patterns that'll help moves come out fast, because if you don't know how to throw these moves out right, you're dealing with a lot of stop, swing. But if you string
so you essentially just gotta get going.
Yeah.
Once you kind of get going and go into your chain, then it flows a lot faster.
Yeah, once you know it, and once you can kind of do it.
Okay.
Well,
that's not so bad. I was just thinking that every single attack was going to be like this really slow attack. I'm like, that's just...
No.
That just sounds more annoying than anything.
No, but that's how you can get stuck. If you just start trying to spam like a heavy button or something, all you're going to do is
that's like
fuck. You're going to spend most of your time open, and then just once they get in.
But see, at the same time, I mean, like, wouldn't it still be just as hard to hit someone when they're doing that? Because isn't your, like, counter, say, for example, going to take those same 2 frames or whatever?
Well, then this is where the game's interesting. Like,
so you got to basically try to chain every time.
Yeah, and it's like, the defense is weird because, like, an attack can defend an attack, right?
Hmm.
And it's not like when the attacks clash, one guy's getting through. It's like now it bounces and ends the move. So it's really interesting challenge, and I'm having fun with it, even though it is brutally difficult. Like, but that's what made it more kind of interesting to me, and I like those types of challenges anyway. But yeah, I'm psyched to actually learn. And the move lists are pretty big.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, that's what I was surprised. Like, once I actually went... Because I went and printed off the move lists.
Well, I suppose you can throw the exact same motions, and I mean, there's a fuck ton of motions you can do, and all you do is hold down the face button.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as long as the punch... both of the punch and say both of the punch attacks and so both of the kick attacks, as long as they're different, I mean, you got a fucking ton of moves you can do.
Yeah, like for example, a guy was playing as Bane, so common one was for him would be like hold B and go back, forward, slide up. And then you go like from that you can go back, forward, slide up, and then you can go up, slide to down is a different move, but they kind of chain.
Do you have to, like, when you do, say, back, forward, slide to up, do you have to release, press up, and then slide down, or can you just go from there?
You can just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
so you can keep it fluid and, like... Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where you start to feel where the game is. It's actually got about... It's really be, like, way better if you had a fucking joystick. like if you had
that one pretty much made for a stick.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, look, I've been fucking shredding my thumb playing it. Like, fucking got my thumb beat up. There's fucking Super Nintendo controllers. This is all like just slide, and you're not even barely pressing shit.
You hold one button.
Yeah. But now, there are moves that have the Street Fighter, like, back forward or... Like,
yeah.
But you mix those up. And here's the interesting part, too. Hitting them on the ground is a big part of it. Like, they've got moves specifically for...
For, like, a stab at the ground.
Yeah, or a combo on the fucking ground. Like, like there's a... Like, the
I'm just gonna boot fuck you.
Yeah, you just, like... I just fucking hit you a bunch of times, like, 5-hit combo. Like, 1 or 2 knock you down and then rest on the ground. And a lot of damage. So it's a weird, different game, and I'm digging it. I hope someone actually does bring it back.
I'd like to try it now. You get me interested.
That's what we'll do. I want to do a night, get some people together to actually like play games of it. Because I think it's a good fighting game if you give it a chance and you know the moves. That's why you'd want a move set there. And I think that's what might have kind of fucked it up for people in the past. Like, anyone's experience with it would have been like, this is a brutally difficult game, and I don't understand how to do moves because there's no move list or anything accessible.
So there's nothing in your menu or anything. No. You really got to figure it out, essentially.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, some of the moves, I'm like, how the fuck would you come up with that? Like, because like forward, down, forward, slide back, and like while holding, you know, or like then
the holding thing is that's fucked up,
right? So, but it kind of works where you can do like a combo of pressing and then end your combo by just holding and doing the motion to combo the super then into.
Oh, I was gonna ask how the super works.
Well, that's I mean, like special moves, normal moves.
No, but is there any kind of supers running in the game or like finishers or
no? Well, if you
so it's just special moves.
Yeah, I think if you beat someone with a special, it becomes a fatality. Like.
Oh, okay.
Because like I've seen a bunch of fatalities done on me by all these characters, and it's like they're pretty like crazy, but it's always just based from their move. Like, yeah, it's almost like what brutalities are for
X.
Yeah,
okay,
almost the same premise exactly.
Cool, Weaponlord.
Weaponlord looks like an Image comic fucking cover. That's why I loved it.
Not mistaken, isn't there a fucking dude? I remember drawing him years ago. He got this big spear, and he's got like an arachnid head with the spider arms coming out from him.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember drawing him.
That's the last boss.
Is it?
Yep. And you can't play as him in story.
No?
You can play him versus arcade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a regular character in versus arcade, but he's, both.
Final boss. Finish it.
But yeah, it's crazy when you see like the combo strings that you put together with those weird chains, and then you think about what it takes to do them, and it's like back, forward, slide around, like you know, which is kind of cool compared to like the Street Fighter like double quarters and like you know.
It's definitely a good change, I guess.
And it's not crazy fast, like.
Well, I was going to ask, is it like any of the directions? Like, is it a hold, almost kind of like Guile and Bison and shit like that, or is it or is it almost just all slide? Just hold the button, like the face button, but all directional slides.
Some have directional hold too, like hold back for so long.
Oh, okay.
Like Ben Bison shit. It's all over the map, but it's like a lot of these weird hold plus motion ones. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to getting some people to play that and go back to it, reinvigorate that old game, because I think it deserves a second chance as a fighter. Because it's pre-Soul Calibur, it's like the first weapon fighting game.
Played so much Soul Calibur.
Love Soul Calibur. Played the shit out of it on Dreamcast with Brent actually.
When you're up there?
No, that's when we used to play. We're up there, we're playing Street Fighter. Like just Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 5 comes out in a couple weeks.
I know, I'm fucking psyched. But
yeah, I'm sure you got a pre-order.
I don't actually.
No? I was thinking about picking it up. I'm gonna have to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. But I'm just gonna buy it and get it that day. Like
no, it'll probably be a while before I pick it up, but I'll definitely pick it up.
Well, I mean, just come over and play it anyway. Fucking fight nights.
Fight nights. I'm kind of interested in what the character lineup's going to be, because from what I've seen on their site, now I don't know if it's everything. I'm pretty sure it was off the Capcom site or whatever, Street Fighter site. There was only like 12 characters. 12, 14 characters, I think it was.
Probably first now, but I think they got plans to keep like releasing.
Okay, because I mean, that's not much for a fighter game these days.
That's not a lot to start with, no.
And there's a lot of faces that aren't going to be there right away.
Sagat.
No more Sagat at all, I think. Because
they got Fang, and because they show the fucking like the Mount Rushmore kind of thing of all the bosses in one of the levels, and it's like Vega, Balrog, Bison, Fang.
Oh,
right, no Sagat.
Balrog's in it?
Well, it showed his face in it.
I don't think he's in it though.
He probably coming.
And it's like I don't think Blanca's in it.
Nope, I don't think
there's no.
Brazilian is now that.
There's no. But like Honda's not in there. Dhalsim's not in there.
Dhalsim's in there.
Is he?
Yeah. He got a beard.
Oh, okay, yes.
Dhalsim's.
But they did take down quite a few.
Yeah, like no Guile, they got Charlie.
Yes.
Birdie's back. Birdie looks good, and that's why he supposedly, that's how he's fat now. He wasn't before.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't fat in Alpha, but now he's fat, and it's supposed to be like if you look at his story, he gets trained by E Honda at the end of his Alpha story.
Oh, okay.
So now it's like he learned sumo on top of what he knew before, and that's his new character in 5.
Yeah, because they made everyone kind of new in a sense.
And you know that they're going to actually string together a story. Like the story mode's going to come out later.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to tie.
Oh, so there's not going to be like any kind of like I guess it's just going to be arcade.
No, yeah, for the first release, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Anyway,
I'm interested in Nick Holly. He looks like he's gonna be interesting. He looks slow, but fucking just devastating.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a lot of rushdown potential. Like he almost reminds me of Urian. Like the way
I never played much of was it Third Strike?
Yeah.
I never played much Third Strike.
Well, he was like
I know who you're talking. I know who you're talking about, but I just never played him.
He was crazy, man. Like I couldn't play him very well, like the way people do him properly for tournament play, but the stuff he could do is mad because he's got all kinds of like mix up, and they used to do charge partitioning to like keep his charge going, so you could pull off because all his moves were like charge down, up, and button or charge back, or he has a quarter circle fireball. But people would be able to do them in succession, like one after the other, like multiples, like 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like you see Ken doing a fucking Joryu almost, and it was like his headbutt and his like dash and shit. But I could never do that, like play with him, like figure out how to actually do it.
How to charge,
do your move and then keep
and
charge
then like
between.
Back, yeah,
like,
I know what you mean. I've seen Brian do it a couple times because he played on the stick a lot and like he's used to that kind of like quick movement.
Yeah,
but I don't think I'd be able to do it. Not that quick succession because I don't like charge characters.
No,
like,
but
they're not for me.
I like his moveset, but I couldn't play him properly. But I did just play him a bit. He's almost like Bison, really. Like, but he's got more because how Bison's got Devil's Reverse and like the head stomp for like punishing from above, and he had like forward charge, but he also had directional fireballs like Goken, which was sick. Which is basically why I like playing him because I always used to like same thing with Goken, just playing that vertical, the up down jumping game and everything. But the thing is, Goken's actually better.
Yeah,
because Goku doesn't telegraph.
That's true. Yeah.
Right? When Goku charges, you don't know which one he's throwing until he throws it. But with Urian, he puts his arm in the direction while charging.
Oh, and just shoots it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know which way he's pointing. But Third Strike was nuts, man. I was not great at that game. I remember listening to a podcast about it when I used to work at Dory. It's called Ask Dr. Sub-Zero. And these guys were professional Street Fighter kind of competition guys, right? Okay. Like a lot of guys, we're seeing now get more famous from like streaming and all this shit, or like Evo is getting more popular too, right? They were talking about like the good strategies, who was good at the time, and people would ask them like what supers to use with what characters, and whenever they'd answer, I'd always think like, oh, it'd be this one for sure, and I'd never be right. Never. They were like, yeah, never use this one to be the one that I use all the time. Like,
don't do that. Do this.
Yeah, and then like they'd explain it, but it's like, yeah, I just can't play good enough for that. For me to properly use that advantage, you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like high level execution stuff. Oh, and their best one for Ryu was the Denjin, the stunning one, the one that you can't block.
Okay.
But you can parry the shit out of it.
I've seen videos for just people fucking just constantly parrying shit. It's ridiculous.
And fucking
like
Ryu's gonna have parry in 5.
Is he?
He's the only character with it.
No, what?
Yeah. That's one of his special things. He's gonna be able to parry like Third Strike.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and that's what all these characters got V trigger and special shit that's like character specific.
Everything I've seen on the V trigger so far just seems to be just like almost like just a power mode.
Well, I think for some it is, but I think like.
But is it only V trigger, or do you have like V trigger and like a super?
Yeah, there's something else too.
Okay.
Like I think there's another bar.
Because most of the ones, like when I was looking up like some of the characters, like Nikali's, was it Mira K? Is it Mira K or?
Oh yeah.
Or Mika or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Armika.
Armika, yeah. Like hers is a power mode too. I think was.
Probably, I don't know.
Like she just gets fucking juiced essentially.
Like super fast.
Yeah, like because Nikali basically could just fucking basically
go Super Saiyan.
Go Super Saiyan, right?
Yeah, right. That's right. But I don't think Ryu's is too. Like he does the.
Yeah, and Ryu's is the same thing. Yeah.
But during that, that's what I think. That's when he can parry.
Oh, so it's only during that.
I think.
Well, that would be good. I mean, if he could just parry any time, it'd be.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And I think too that adds. He gets extra stun when he hits you with that too for Ryu. But I think all those guys have like slightly unique, effects with it or something. But I'm not sure. But I can't fucking wait to play it. It looks wicked.
It does look really good. And
what I like about it is it doesn't seem like it's combo heavy. Like, it seems more reset heavy. Like, you know what I mean? There's more... Most of the fight will be decided in more than 4, like, exchanges. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
That's what my favorite part of a fighting game is the getting in. Like, I don't like the having to execute real difficult, like, quick maneuvers stuff to be able to do a bunch of damage after getting in. Like, it's fun. That's like another game in itself. But I like the first part of, like, the kind of cat and mouse, the jumping around of trying to vie for position and strategy, like, to get the opening. That's my favorite part, and it looks like it's more about that versus punishing a bunch once you're in.
That's some things that like deter me from some fighter games too. It's just like the fact that like depending on what it is, if someone knows the right kind of combo, they don't have to know anything else but that combo to completely lock you down.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, like I like it when it's like you can only attack and do damage to a certain point, and then you have to break.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you have to break, and then because it keeps it like okay, well you can't just run someone down. Like you're going to get another opportunity. Like they might fuck up, and you might be able to like walk through them again, but that break is there. Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, and that's what I mean. To me, and that's why I say like reset is like the point where it stops, and now you get another chance. To
play. So like this sounds a lot more up my alley in regards to instead of like. Well, Marvel vs. Capcom, terrible example, but that in a sense, right? Like, but I mean, like that game's designed almost for that specifically.
It is. So, and there's another one too, like the Street Fighter X Tekken. Like, the combos in that were ridiculous. Like,
I didn't play much of that one.
I played it a bit, and when I played it online, it was just like, whoever gets the first hit.
See, that just deters me from it.
That's why I stopped playing it online, because I couldn't do the crazy combos, and it was just like, as soon as I got hit once, got opened up, just wait for fucking, like, 20 seconds to see this crazy combo kick off, and I got, like...
And that's the thing, like, I mean, you could be just playing someone who doesn't know how to play the game, they just found out, okay, well, if I do this, then I'm going to win. And then that's all they do. And then that's the only character they play, that's the only move they know. Like.
Yeah. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, but it's legit strategy, it's working.
It works.
But to me, it's just like, yeah, but that's why I don't like that game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm psyched for 5. 5 is more towards, like, what I find fun about fighting games. With us on the development side, we got the confirmation for NGX, so we'll be hitting that up. Come see us. We're going to have some prints available, as well as the first set for Ultra Clash. And
autograph for Wallace Organ.
Yeah. Well, he wants an autograph set. And yeah, fucking Jarro's on the way. Still busting through that, trying to get that ready. And check us out.
Good, though.
What?
Looking good.
Yeah, it's getting there. Check us out on theheromode.com. Subscribe on iTunes, YouTube. Fucking check us out on Twitter, Facebook. Get at me, Wolf. So until next time, Gadget.
Next time.
Later.